Hello everyone, and welcome back to 4KB Shorts Let's Play of Thief, the Dark Project. Now, we've just encountered the captain and taken his St. Barrington medal. The downside to that, of course, is that the captain did wake up out of a sound sleep and attack us, at which point we had to knock him unconscious, which is really annoying because we had to use up one of our flashbangs, whichever you want to call it. Now, I was going to go up here through this door and check out the upstairs, but as you can see, very loud tile floors and enemies with such keen hearing as to hear you from a bajillion miles away. That actually comes from a side effect. It's a side effect of the programmers who put in the new levels, the Thief Gold levels, of which this is one. They upped the enemy difficulty so high that they can spot you in the dark, like randomly spot you in the dark from like several feet away. They can hear you from yards away if you take one step on any kind of surface. It's honestly, it's extremely annoying. The difficulty curve is way too high because it's not difficult, it's impossible. So what I think what we're going to do, I think this is a papyrus. Yes, it is. Read the papyrus. 8 old men up in a tower. 8 old men, only one with power. Turn away from the hand with the sword. Count 7 and find your reward. So a riddle. Probably having something to do with statues. But because this is a tiled floor and we are dealing with a much higher difficulty curve than I would like to deal with, because of these insane I can see you in the dark and hear you when you take a step on grass individuals, I think we're going to take a detour from the tower for the moment. And we're going to try for a different route. But before we do that, I would like to back up and then close this door. There we go. Okay, he's gonna just keep going. And I don't even want to take a step at the door in the way because he'll hear it and he'll like come rushing out and attack me. Okay, so we're gonna head back downstairs the way we came, and we're gonna search downstairs a little bit. Now, I was hoping to find, like, the mage's tower or something similar, like go way upstairs and find a way to get to the, like, the mage's room and to find the jeweled glasses and whatever else, but our main goal is the stone tablet. Okay, so that was the door we came through to get upstairs. Our main goal is the stone tablet. Everything else is a secondary goal, which we do have to do. They're not optional. We do have to perform them. We do have to acquire the objects in question, but they're ones that we can acquire in any order, and I am not in the mood to deal with psychotic tile enemies. Okay, this is the alternate staircase, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is the alternate staircase. So let's take a look, I think. Got incoming. I heard those steps. Alright, we are going to use a water arrow here just so I can, like, open that door and not be seen. So we are going to ditch that, and there we go. Okay, we're gonna make this dark for us. One of those holding areas that I like so much. Gonna open that up and take a look inside. Alright. So we had some major movement out here earlier. And good night. Close that. So we should be on the other side of the facility, maybe? Or not. Okay, so we're clean for the moment. Let's check this table. I don't see any... Aha! Ooh, thing. Scroll. Notice to all servants and guards. Herein let it be known that the 4 towers of Mage Keep are sacrosanct and thus off limits to the commons. Only those adept may enter. Guards may enter the tower foyers on business, but may not proceed upwards. Archmage Ibn al-Harud. Alright, so apparently only the adept may enter. That's probably got something to do with the ability to activate some kind of magical mystical switch or have a specific type of key or some other thingy like that. Now I do know that people patrol through here, so we're going to grab this papyrus and back way up into this corner. Cellarer Abruca. We urgently... Frau Bluka? Never mind. We urgently need the chemicals last requested. 2 days hence will... Whoa, this is going to be hard to read. 2 days hence we'll be sending young Luca to the city. Have one of your helpers accompany him. Also see if you can add 3 goats, a camel, and a burrick to the animals gathered for the next round of experiments. Adept Haseki Bezar. They have such strange names. Very Hebrew-esque names, you know. I'm not entirely sure why they did that. This game has absolutely no history. Like, no other levels have that kind of naming convention. All the names are more of a British... Well, I was gonna rob that guy of his key, but... Looks like we have a civilian. Okay, is he gonna patrol straight through? He is, and where does he go? Into the... to the wine room, perhaps? Oop. Okay, that's not good. Back up, back up, back up. So he patrols into this room and then turns right around and goes back. I can see why there's nothing here. That's good to know. But the guard patrols in, turns a... Oh, hello, young lady. Alright, so we have two people. Maybe they're, like, dating or something, I don't know. Speaking of which, where we are on our first floor? That's helpful. Okay, so if we are anywhere, we are... here. We're in this room. Okay, so that goes that way. That goes to the Mage Keep. Dungeon is down. Well, I was curious about the dungeon. We might as well take a trip down that way since we have that as an option. We did use up a couple of our water arrows for this area, but we did learn something important, which is that only the adept have access to the towers. That's going to help us out a little bit. Could mean any number of things. Most likely we just have to use our water arrows on some sort of magical switch because we have, of course, moss arrows for earth, water arrows for water, fire arrows for fire. I guess a broadhead arrow would technically be wind, but it's hard to say. That's what I would assume. Alright, so we're downstairs. I don't see any guards, ghouls, or trapdoors. I do hear a very creepy sound. And now there's no sound. Okay, this is gonna be fun. So this must be the dungeon. Good to know. Are there undead down here, or just normal people who are having unhappy days? And is there a guard? Because I'd very much like for there not to be a guard. Okay, I guess we'll just meander a bit. Keep my water arrows out in case we need to put out that torch very quickly. Wow, it got quiet down here real quick. Okay, that goes down. This goes this way, wherever this way is. Okay. Well, nobody said anything about holy water, so we're... Wow, that's not even really a hidden secret door at all. That's a terribly hidden secret door. Okay, so we found a very terribly hidden secret door. Ew. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be terribly hidden or if somebody made a bad call, but that was horrendous. What do we got down here? We have a platform up high. We have a couple of boxes, wooden boxes, old crusty wooden boxes. Not going to mess with those. A couple of treasure chests, so to speak. Take a look around, make sure there's no traps either above, below, or behind me. Looks like we're okay. And open. Hey, diamonds. Okay. And hey, water arrows. Awesome. Okay, so we did get some water arrows out of the dungeon. That's interesting. I would expect moss arrows out of the dungeon. I would like to go up and just kind of poke my head. Really? Is this a secret trap door to upstairs? Oh, that's sweet. I do hope nobody patrols this way, though. Because that would be slightly less sweet. Especially if they fell in. Can we jump? And if we jump, will it be loud? Yes and yes. Okay, we can't jump up on there. Can we climb? Is there a ladder? No.
I shall build shelters from the winds, heal the countless waters.
Do we have a rope arrow? We do! Haha! Please tell me rope arrows stick to this. Don't want to try it right now. Yeah, really don't want to try it right now. Where are we technically? Let's check our map. Dungeon. Fine, we're in the dungeon. But where are we, like, above that? Like, in... yeah. Near the air tower? Now, I know we went upstairs through this staircase because... no, we were near the fire tower. We went upstairs through this staircase. So that would put us near the air tower on this side, wouldn't it? I mean, if the maps are correct. Which, I have no idea if they're correct. Okay. I'll try a broadhead arrow first. And see if that sticks. It does, which means rope arrows will stick also. So we take a rope arrow, throw it in the dirt like this, and then we can do this. Well, supposed to be able to do this, but unfortunately they don't stick well when you do it like that. Drop down, Garrett, there you go. Alright, we'll try that from another side. That did not work, so we'll do it like this. Gives us a slightly better angle, and we can grab it from down here if we need to. Okay, that didn't work either. Would very much like to not waste all of my rope arrows right here. Can we please? Thank you. Can I grab that? Alright, good. Okay, no, can we? Perfect. Now where are we? We are near a tower, yes? It's a door, not a tower. Tower should be over this way. Incoming. No idea where I need to hide. We'll keep an eye on these guys. Should be two of them. Yes, two of them. Ooh, does one of them have a purse or a wallet? He does. Yes, he does. The first guy does. Ooh, looks like the second guy does too. Ooh, they may have keys on them. That would be a good thing too. Okay, so this. Oh, it's a water tower. Alright, so we're near the water tower. That helps us out a little bit. Tells us where we are. That means we... well, this tells us where we are too. So we're near the water tower. I guess we could test out our chances of getting into the water tower. So that would be... which way are they going? Are they going to cut...
They allow us into their tower. They're to keep watch on the commons and deal with mundane threats. The mages can protect themselves.
But what with all the secrecy? Even the servants ain't allowed there. These wizards trust anyone?
I found it best not to ask questions. The gold they give me answers all the questions I have.
Okay, so it looks like one guard was asking why they don't let regular types into the towers. And the other guard, of course, was giving him an answer, which is because they're paranoid. Now, we did grab the key off the first guard, which is great. Or, I guess those are adepts, maybe? And if they are, why don't these keys work like they're supposed to? Alright, I'm not sure if we can get the key off the second guy. I'd very much like to try to, but I don't think we can. Now, I'm pretty sure that no one will patrol here because of how this is set up. But they will patrol around the area just because they can. Alright. Now, he went this way. Where? Okay, he's there. Could knock him unconscious, not really in the mood. Great! Now I got more people running around. Okay, he's gonna cut through here, right? Alright, so they don't walk all the way down here. They can't. Wait, why are there 3 guards with swords and then the 2 adepts? Great, that makes no sense. Alright, we're gonna head back down into the dungeon, I think, as a safety measure. Wait for everybody to get far enough away to where this won't make too much noise. We're just gonna close that for safety's sake, and then we're gonna head down, I think, is what we're gonna do. Okay, very gently down. There we go. Ooh, what's that? Money? Money! We found money. Okay, go drop down. Money? Money! Okay, so we got a little bit more money, which is great. I don't think there's any guards down here. Might be. Is that the torch? Oh, it's a torch, okay. I'm like, what does that sound next to the other side of my head? It's a torch. Alright, so that worked. Next would be what? Guess we could check out these middle doors. It is technically a dungeon, but I'm really worried that we're going to open up one of these doors and find, like, zombies. Because I really don't want to find zombies inside these doors. Locked and locked. Do the keys we've stolen work at all for anything? No. Yes. Okay, we'll be very quiet, sticking our noses in here. We have an alchemist shop. Or alternatively, a torture chamber. Although that... wait. Iron Maiden, that's the word I'm looking for. That Iron Maiden is hanging slightly off the ground. We'll ignore that for now, just because we can. Money and a book. Probably a book on torture. Why do I hear guards now? Okay, so there's a guard. Nice that he just happened to appear out of nowhere like that. Shoot. Oh great, more guards. This is good, I like this. Guards are good. Guards are not annoying or anything. Keep walking, guard. Okay. Oh, I would like to read that book. Don't know why we didn't run into those guys when we were down here before, but probably has something to do with the fact that we didn't come down here, which would be really annoying. Let's grab this book, take a quick read. I can finally get back to work. My apologies for being behind schedule on the new round of vivisection. The workmen have finally cleared out, having just finished walling up the last main entrance to those infernal sewers. The old sewers are still largely unmapped, but present too much of a security risk to be left. I find it amazing that they reach back to the city despite our distance from it. There is still the one secret entrance that we can use to traverse the sewers. The guards that patrol it will deal with anything unfortunate enough to struggle out of that muck. Adept Haseki Bazaar. Alright, so it looks like the Adept Haseki Bazaar is, the man in charge. So this guy's now just circling around. I am not in the mood to deal with this guy, so we're going to knock him unconscious. We're also going to knock his friend unconscious, too, when we get a chance. We are not going to insert him in the Iron Maiden, though. That is a no-no. Mostly because he'd be dead at that point, and we don't want that. Alright, so this other guard should come around this way, right? I don't want to open up the other door until we have to. Where'd he go? Guard? It's on our left. Is he coming? Oh, yeah, okay, he's coming this way-ish. So we're going to try to do the same thing here. We're just going to kind of hide back for a second. And then lean forward and knock him unconscious. Good night, sir. Now, the reason why I am knocking these guards unconscious, a lot of these guards unconscious where I normally wouldn't, is because as a Thief Gold level, which is a level that was added into Thief after the original release, the difficulty curve of the Thief Gold levels had or has been increased, whichever way you wish to put that, had been increased to such a point where the guards can in fact hear you, even if you're not moving, or they'll see you in a dark room. Like, you'll be hiding in a corner of a dark room with your jewel completely black, and they should just walk right by you without seeing you, and they'll be like 3 or 4 feet away from you, and for no reason at all, they'll be like, "Ah, halt, I see you there." And because of that, these levels are extremely difficult to finish in comparison to the original release levels. And it is extremely unfortunate for that, because the levels are fun to play and they're well designed, just like all Thief levels are. But the increase in difficulty with the... Okay, it looks like this is going to be our exit. Ooh, torture dungeon. I'm hoping there's no zombies down here. That's my big thing, is just really hoping there's no zombies down here. Anyway, so what it is the difficulty curve... Oh, a booklet. The difficulty curve on these enemies is so much higher and so random. Like, you'll be hiding, and think to yourself, "Oh, I'll be fine," and a guard can patrol by you like 3 or 4 times, but then he'll come by the 5th time, and he'll suddenly just stop and turn and be like, "Halt there," and he'll stab you, and it's like, wow, what just happened? To read these words is to know pain. To know pain is to live in fear. To fear is to travel the false path. You must face your fear to see the truth. The truth is that there is no pain. To know this truth is to walk the enlightened path. The Book of Paths, 613. How pathy. You have my sympathy. Not entirely sure what the whole path thing is all about, but there it is. Okay, more Iron Maidens and a super duper secret entrance right there, right between the 2 Iron Maidens. Not creepy at all or anything. It's not really super duper secret. Now, we don't want to exit this way. This is probably our exit. I doubt there's anything down here we need to steal, so we are going to head back up the way we came. So the dungeon is clear. We have a way in and a way out. We can get to the Tower of... Well, we can in fact get back to the Tower of Water with no problem on the outside, which means we have direct access to both the inner tower and the outer tower, which is wonderful that we have access to both those things. So I think what we'll do is we will head back up this way. Well, we'd have to come back inside anyway, and I think, yeah, we have to come back inside anyway, so I think we'll... Whoa! I think I liked it better without the creepy music. We do have to head back inside anyway. This is one of the main staircases. We do still have to find all the other stuff, the towers notwithstanding. I would really like to try to get inside the tower because that was our initial goal, but I was hoping that the sewer would give us that. Okay, so this is the first floor. I'm going to assume that the first floor is basically useless at this point. This is the second floor here. Take a quick look at our map. Second floor states nothing. Second floor state. First floor lower library. We've not been in the lower library. I think that's where the reading glasses are, is in the lower library. And if that's the case, dungeon below. First floor. Wait, first floor dungeon. That's a staircase. Is that staircase? Second floor. That's the floor we're on now, and that leads to that, leads to that, leads to that, leads to this. I think the second floor is where we're going to need to go. Yeah. Second floor is probably where we're going to need to go to get to the lower library, because it's the lower library that we need in order to get our hands on the glasses. I'd assume. I mean, that's their reading glasses. I would assume that they're in the lower library. Now, what we do have to make sure of is that when we poke our heads out here, we don't get seen or bump into anybody. Two very, very difficult things if we're not cautious. Okay, we're gonna have to go fast. Okay. We want that door over there with that guard. That door, I have no idea where it goes. Check our map. Outside is where... Oh, that must be... Oh, okay. This is this staircase. That's that staircase. It leads to the other staircase outside. We want that door to try to get to wherever this goes. So we want that door across the way. Now, we do have a guard there that's doing his thing. So we want to be super quiet. We're going to just kind of skirt close to this stuff without being seen. Whew, I was lucky he didn't spot us. Not entirely sure how he didn't spot us. Loaf of bread, I think? Yes. Mine. And healing potion is mine. And guard. Please don't come here, guard. Go over that way, guard. Gotta watch him, make sure he doesn't walk this way. And if so, we have to dodge him. Okay, keep going that way, guard. That is not the right way. Well, we'll grab the papyrus and give it a read while we wait. So, like we once were, are these who now... Whoa, whoa, whoa. So, like we once were, are these who now inhabit this land. They are the chrysalists that shall become. We have adopted those few who have shown potential for enlightenment. From the notes of Archmage Garrett's prophecies. Okay. Wow, these are written in a really weird way of speaking. It's... I don't know. When you're reading them, it's like, it's hard to read them because you read them and it's suggestive of a certain type of speech, but then that type of speech is... Okay, so he circles... Okay, he circles left, this guy circles right, none of them pass through the middle, that is a good sign. The only other good sign is that since they're both circling right now, and crossing paths right near him, please don't get stuck on each other. Eek. That can happen sometimes, is where people will get stuck on each other.
I shall walk the path to my return to the eternal fire.
Okay, well, you do that. I'm gonna walk this path. Why did he circle back this way? Okay, he's about to leave the area, that's a good sign. This guard may need to be unconscious. I think he's going to be. We'll take his key, and then blackjack him. Good night, sir. Come with me, would you? Now, if we're very, 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 very lucky, what we can do is we can drop him there. Oop, that was not the best idea. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and go over here. I did not realize that there were 7 or 8 guys in there. Alright, so he should be far enough... Well, if I put him here, he should be far enough away from... No. Crud. I really need to find a better place to hide this guy. I think that's what we'll do now. Is we'll take this gentleman's unconscious body to a better location. Just for the purposes of not having him be seen by anyone. Here we go. And this guy will just have a nice nappy nap right here. There you go, pal. Okay. So again, yeah, I'm knocking more guys unconscious, something I'm not really proud of, but it is because of the way that the game... Okay, we got a bolt back this way. It is because of the way that the new levels are designed, or the new AI is designed rather than the new levels, and so I will be knocking out key persons who are not patrolling, or who are patrolling. I'm gonna head this way, and I wonder if... And the other guy isn't here yet. Nope, there he is. Don't see me. Perfect. He did spot me a little bit. Alright, so he did spot me out of the corner of his eye. See, that's what's really weird about the AI on the Thief of Gold levels. Like, as you saw, I was in perfect light. He saw me out of the corner of his eye and was like, hmm? but he didn't react. But then I have had levels like where I sit and I'm sitting in a dark area like this, and the guy will walk about that, you know, about where that pillar is away from me. He'll stop dead in his tracks, turn and look at me and be like, "I see you, thief," and then attack me. And it's like, whoa, what is happening? I don't understand. And so it's really nerve-wracking to have that occur. Alright, so these two guys are going to cross each other again, which is good. I would really like to steal his key if he has one, but I think I've pickpocketed everybody down here already. Which is a good sign. The only bad sign is that there's someone in the library right now. And that person in the library will probably either...
So this is where the mages hide their dirty little secrets.
Can I put that out? Okay, so that's out. That's good. I think that guy may have seen me. I'm gonna close that. Yeah, Garrett, this is where they hide their dirty little secrets, and if we're not careful, we're gonna be one of them. Back it up. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Oh, don't come this way. Don't come this way. I'm invisible. Oh, no, 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 don't do that.
I shall build shelters from the winds, feel the countless waters, see the vast earth.
If you guys ever decide to break it off, you know, that'd be great. Okay, this is gonna take a minute. It looks... They're trying to get past each other, and unfortunately, physically speaking, they can't.
I shall walk.
I'm not entirely sure who thought it was a great idea to have two individuals pathing directly on top of each other, but there it is. Now, it looks like he's pushing that guy backwards. Yeah, every time he shifts to the left, every time the guy on the left shifts to his left, the guy on the right pushes him back a couple steps. So it looks like they will break each other's path here in about one more turn if we're lucky. There it is. There it is. Alright. So that's not a good thing. We will absolutely have to knock out at least one of these two gentlemen because of major pathing issues. That is a horrible thing that we're watching there. And there's a secret door over there too. Multiple secret doors. All right, now I didn't see anything over here, but we're gonna run into it like idiots. Ah, water arrow, perfect. Now we're gonna run back over this way. Now I do know that one guy circles this area, so we have to do some very creative light destruction. Let's go ahead and just take out these lights as much as we can. That's not even partially useful. Alright, now there are reading glasses up here. We'll take the papyrus, but we're not going to read it yet. I need to get into this door now. Okay, so can't get into the door yet. Notes from the council session of the Inner Circle. Due to a disastrous experiment by Archmage Jabu ibn Lani, the water tower will be closed until further notice due to flooding. All future experiments using water elementals are forbidden by mutual consent of the Inner Circle until we can devise stronger wards. Our keep must remain unified and maintain tradition. Each tower holds the key of another to maintain the doctrine of trust. Since the key to the Tower of Water was lost controlling the accident, the fire mages have no symbol to guard. Therefore, the fire mages shall keep the key to the chamber in the central tower that holds our treasured possession. The key to the Tower of Earth shall remain in the Tower of Water, since the water mages are the only ones who can survive entering the flooded areas. Archmage Krios. Okay, so it looks like we now know where a lot of our keys are located. There's one in the central tower, the key of fire, apparently. I'd like to do a really quick snatch and grab, look around. Got nothing. Gotta duck down and move. So yes, I will have to reread that a couple of times because from the way I was reading it just now, it seems convoluted at best. Let's see. Can I drop down? I could if I really felt like it. Not sure if I really feel like it. I will be making a lot of noise if I do that. Okay. So we're gonna take a walk over here. We got that guy coming up this way. We are gonna do some more knockout stuff because it is just so much simpler, so much easier, so much safer to do that than it is to try our hand at not doing that. Come on, buddy.
And burn in eternal fires.
Plus the other guy has the key. Alright, so these are... I think these are archmages. I think they use... Oh, pathing issues. Now the problem is if I move from this spot, They'll hear me. I know they will. I can just feel it in my bones that they'll hear me. And there's only one way we can knock them both out. Now we couldn't even do that because they're facing the wrong direction. Oh, we can't knock either of them out. We have to kind of wait. Alright, we're gonna move just very gently over like this and hope for the best.
I shall build
Anything?
shelters from the winds. Feel the countless
Well, alternatively,
waters.
we can,
See the
as an
vast
alternative, we can try to get past
and
them,
burn
like
in
walk around the
eternal
downside and then
fires.
down around back the other way without them hearing us. That is an option, but not a smart one. We'll give it a shot, though. Because they may break away. Like, one guy may break away, like, randomly. And if that happens, we have bigger problems than I'd like to admit. Okay, so they're just going to meander back and forth there. We're going to try to go the long way without being seen. Also have to look for switches. I know, it seems like a really silly idea right now at this moment to look for a switch, but we're going to anyway. Okay, let the light fade out. Let those two guys play kissy face for a moment. And then do our best to head downstairs without being seen and or heard.
Wind blows.
Alright, perfect.
Fire burns.
Now, I do hope that they're the only ones wandering around. There's no one else down here. Otherwise, we have a major problem. They may hear this, too.
Yeah, I hear a noise.
Yeah, I figured they would. That's okay. Alright. So as long as they're up there playing kissy face, we should have free reign of the lower area for the moment. So let's do some reading. Mage Verlin. Azarin's interest in necromancy has not diminished, despite his banishment. His study of the black arts continues at his spire in Dayport. We fear that his experiments with the reanimation of rats and his and insects will lead to more disturbing depths. He has even endeavored to recruit others on a crusade to recover the Book of Ash. The Book of Ash must remain a thing of the past. Azarin's ambition has blinded him to this, and he has proven himself a threat to our existence. His expulsion has only made him more resilient. It is the decision of the Inner Circle that greater measures be taken to correct this matter. Archmage Carino. Ooh, they're gonna kill him. Mastery of water requires that you return to the ways of your beginning. For 9 moons you lived in water, and then were born to a world of air and earth. You have forgotten your past, but we will teach you to remember. Put away mortal thoughts of breath and discover the ways of the sea. Do not walk the path with your limbs, instead allow your body to flow within it and become part of it. Until you have gained full mastery over water, return to the air. O adept, and cherish its protective succor. In time, you will feel the warm embrace of water, traversing the entire system without need of breath. The Book of Coral and Scale, 712. Interesting. Ooh, and one more book. 8 old men up in a tower. 8 old men, only one with power. Turn away from the hand with the sword. Count 7 and find a reward. Well, that's nice. Didn't we already have one of those upstairs earlier? Huh, looks like the papyrus is just the portable version of the written word that's here. That goes down to the first floor. That's helpful, but not really. Now, the thing is that we know that there's a secret door upstairs. We saw it. It's embedded in the wall. The only thing I can think of is that there's got to be a secret book that opens it. That would be how it would work for me if I were to design a secret door area. Those two guys are still up there, like, bumping heads, which is fine, I guess. Okay, yeah, they're not moving. Oh, great! Tile, and lots of it. What do we got in here? Well, that's 4 statues, not 8. Doesn't really make much sense, so we're not gonna go there. Can't close that. Where are we? First floor? Mage Keep Central Tower Library. Alright, library here. Lower library is... This is not where we are. We are not here at all. This goes down to the first floor. Where would be the entrance to the lower library? Would it be this here? We're not on the first floor, though. Well, technically, are we? Second floor. Okay, there's the second floor with the walkway. Now, we know this is a secret area over here. This is the first floor, same area. This door leads that way, so it's possible that this little black space here might be something, but it's hard to say and dangerous to think. Let's go ahead and just keep an eye on that upper staircase really quick while we... Okay, not for here, for here. Okay, where are we? Black. Black is not good. That's the end of a hallway. Gonna mosey this way. Hard to tell if they're still stuck together or not. Doesn't feel like they're moving. Now, I really do want to get that secret entrance open, but we have to find it. And I believe we've come up on time, and have kind of stuck ourselves in a little bit of a dead end. But not really. I mean, we can still go down to the first floor if we need to. So we have some options to work with and everything else. And those two guys are stuck, which makes our lives a little bit easier. So what we're going to do here is we're going to stop between the stacks, and we're going to pause here. So once again, I would like to thank you all very much for joining me, 4KB Short, on this Let's Play of Thief, the Dark Project. And in the next video, we will attempt to open up our secret passage, see if maybe it leads us somewhere awesome where we can find those glasses, which apparently are not here, and maybe lead us to the different rooms. And I'll look over that piece of paper again to understand more closely which tower we have to go to first in order to get to the Earth symbol that we were looking for. So, once again, I would like to thank you very much for joining me on 4KB Short on this Let's Play of Thief, the Dark Project, and I will see you guys next video.